Here we are again, fellas. Here we are again. Bit noisy. Bon appetit. Well, here we are again. And 2 rods, 2 dead baits, herrings again. I've got some Joey mackerels, but they're a bit small. I ain't got so much confidence in them. So anyway, I've got a large whole herring out straight in front, and we've got another one about halfway across towards us here on this side. And yeah, there's a nice bit of colour in the river still. And let's see what happens. Freezing winter mist. Look at this. Nice bit of flow in the river today. See, when you've got flow in these tidal rivers, the pike, whether they like it or not, they've got to work. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, they can still rest on the bottom and stuff, but you're still going to have to burn up some energy. So when you've got good flow like this, you're in with a good shape. It's pissing down with rain again. Here we are again. So, fishing a whole skimmer bream on this rod here. And I've got 2 Joey mackerels on that one, and that's in the middle. So the flow's not so good today, but we've got some flow, so it's okay. But this is only a short session today. This is only just an afternoon session, so right, it means I can go home in a few hours. So we're just planning for the weekend, because there's a lot of low pressure and rain coming, so we're just weighing it all up. But I've got this good brolly to keep me covered during the over the weekend with the rain, so that's not going to stop me from dead baiting. So there you go, we're just waiting for that take. Come on, where are you? Something's happening. I think something's happening. Fish on. It's reasonable. He's not big, but he's could be 10. Could be 12. Good fish. Good fish. He's about maybe 14, something like that. Let's get the net. Get that. Get the hook out first. Nice pike there. He's about, he could be 12, 14 pounds or so. Got 36.5 inches there. Yeah, so that pike went back. Plenty of energy left in him. We got him on the bank pretty quick, unhooked him, and got a photograph, and then just put him back really quickly. That way, he didn't burn up too much energy, so it's good for him. Yeah, he took a Joey Mackerel dead bait. I estimate the fish was probably about 14, 15 pounds, something like that. I don't really know because I don't buy him. But yeah, the pike had taken 2 hours to find the dead bait. I think I casted it somewhere in the middle of the river there. You can see the river's quite coloured, but yeah, it's quite a sort of a scent old bait, the old Joey Mackerel. Yeah, it's quite an unusual bite really. It gave a drop back, and the fish actually swam towards me. Sometimes they sort of they take line, and but this thing was actually sort of picked up the bait and he'd moved towards me, so it caught me by surprise a little bit. But you still have to remember to strike and just sort of just wait until you definitely got all of it. But yeah, that was a very pleasing fish. Yeah, so guys, yeah, it was nice to get that fish. It made a contrast from the other day where some lads sort of came down and just weren't really paying attention where I was fishing and just casted their gear over my line. I wasn't really that amused, but in the end he sort of untangled it. But yeah, it's nice to get a fish. I mean, I've been fishing for about 2 hours when he found that bait, and that was literally lobbed out in the middle of the river there. Estimate he was probably about 14 to 16 pounds, something like that. I didn't have any scales on me because I just I don't really have the facilities to weigh them properly. I just use my measuring tape and just do it on a chart back home, but I ain't really bothered the exact weight of it. But it was a nice double, and nice to get on the board again. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please subscribe, and there'll be many more videos coming along the way. All right, thank you. So I caught that on my old rod. Dad bought this rod, this old Drennan Pike float. That's 12 foot, 2 and 2/4 pound test curve, 8 to 12 pound reel lines. This rod was purchased in early 90s. That rod there shows how old that is there. It's just had a 15 pound pike on it. The old So Ron, 1,000 there as well. So yeah, and this is a newer version of it. So it's a stick on that, £3 Tesco that one. So it's nice to get the fish on the old gear as well. But yeah, that rod's seen some different pike over the years, it really has. Brilliant.
Yeah, here I am sitting in the dark at the end of the session. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I have had pike when I've got that sort of light. I mean, it's pretty dark. And this is just a message just to say to you guys, you know, if you are fishing, it's really worth carrying on with your fishing, your dead baitings in particular, right up until it gets, you know, dark, because you can get them at that stage. Yeah, just a tip. Thanks, guys.